the silent struggle many men face, and how to overcome it. For many men, struggling to maintain a firm erection is more than just a physical issue. It's a challenge that affects confidence, relationships, and even self-worth. While it's rarely discussed openly, the reality is that this issue can create emotional distance between partners, lead to frustration, and even put marriages at risk. Each failed attempt builds anxiety, making the fear of disappointment stronger than the desire itself. But here's the truth: you don't have to suffer in silence. If your erections aren't as firm as they once were, that doesn't mean the solution is out of reach. There are science-backed methods to restore strength, enhance pleasure, and rebuild the connection in your relationship. The key isn't just in finding a quick fix. It's about understanding the underlying causes and using the right strategies to regain both confidence and vitality. Erectile difficulties are not a life sentence. Many men have successfully overcome this challenge, reclaiming both their potency and their emotional intimacy. What once seemed like an insurmountable obstacle may, in fact, have a far simpler solution than you think. Want to learn how to take control of your performance and confidence? Subscribe to the channel so you never miss expert insights on sexual health and wellness. If this video provided valuable information, give it a like so more people can benefit. Drop a 1 in the comments if you found this topic relevant, or a 0 if you think we can improve. Your feedback helps us create better content for you. Your journey to stronger, longer-lasting erections and a more fulfilling relationship starts now. Let's break the silence and take back control. For many men, difficulties in maintaining a firm erection extend far beyond the bedroom. They begin to reshape their very sense of self. The once confident man, who took pride in leading the relationship and initiating intimacy, may suddenly find himself avoiding physical contact, averting his partner's gaze, and feeling less desirable. But this struggle doesn't exist in isolation. His partner notices the change, senses the growing distance, and without understanding the underlying issue, may feel rejected. The silence between them builds an invisible wall, and without open communication, the emotional connection they once shared starts to erode. The most frustrating part is that, in many cases, the problem isn't a lack of desire. Instead, the fear of failure becomes so overwhelming that it paralyzes any chance of success. Anxiety floods the mind, triggering a cycle of performance-related stress that only deepens the issue. The harder he tries to avoid disappointment, the greater it looms over him. This emotional burden spills into other areas of life, chipping away at self-esteem and a sense of control. A man who once took charge, solved problems, and navigated life with confidence may now withdraw, not just from intimacy but from his partner, his responsibilities, and even himself. As distance grows, small misunderstandings turn into frequent arguments, and even the simplest shared moments start to feel cold and disconnected. What began as a physical issue has now evolved into an emotional and relational crisis, one that can shake even the strongest partnerships. At its core, the body functions like a finely tuned machine, where even the slightest disruption can impact overall performance. Over time, blood flow encounters increasing obstacles. Arteries lose their flexibility, circulation weakens, and the pathways that once allowed for firm, sustained erections become partially blocked. Since the penis relies on a strong blood supply to maintain its function, restricted circulation often results in erections that are weaker, shorter lasting, or disappear midway through intimacy. Compounding this issue are hormonal changes that naturally occur with age. Testosterone, the hormone that fuels libido, energy, and sexual function, gradually declines over time. This reduction isn't sudden, but rather an accumulation of small shifts that subtly dampen sexual interest and slow the body's response to arousal. Often, a man may not even realize these changes are happening until their effects become undeniable. Ultimately, what starts as a seemingly physical issue can ripple through every aspect of a man's life, affecting not only his sexual confidence but his emotional well-being, his relationship, and his overall identity. Understanding these changes is the first step to breaking the cycle, because silence and avoidance only deepen the struggle, while knowledge, communication, and proactive steps can pave the way for healing and reconnection. Another crucial yet often overlooked factor in sexual performance is the gradual weakening of the pelvic floor muscles. Just like any other muscle group in the body, these muscles lose strength over time, particularly if they are not actively engaged and exercised. However, their role extends far beyond simple support. They are essential for controlling both erection and ejaculation. When these muscles weaken, even with strong desire and sufficient stimulation, maintaining an erection becomes significantly more challenging. But the physical aspect is only part of the equation. The mind plays a pivotal role in sexual function, and if it is not aligned with the body, achieving or maintaining an erection can feel impossible. Anxiety, for instance, is one of the most potent inhibitors of sexual performance. When a man begins to worry about whether he will perform well, his brain releases stress hormones like cortisol, which constricts blood vessels and disrupts circulation. This physiological response makes erections weaker, shorter lasting, or even non-existent. The irony is that the more a man fixates on not failing, the higher the chances of self-sabotage, creating the very outcome he was hoping to avoid. Daily stressors also exert a powerful influence on sexual function. Pressures from work, financial concerns, or unresolved conflicts at home can sap mental energy, making intimacy feel like an obligation rather than a source of pleasure. When the mind is preoccupied with worries, the body struggles to respond as it should. And the more someone forces the experience, the more frustrating and unfulfilling it becomes. Additionally, underlying health conditions such as diabetes, high blood pressure, and high cholesterol can further complicate erectile function. Elevated blood sugar levels impair the production of nitric oxide, a crucial molecule responsible for relaxing blood vessels and ensuring smooth circulation. Without sufficient nitric oxide, blood vessels struggle to expand, making it difficult to achieve and maintain a firm erection. High blood pressure presents another challenge, as adequate blood flow must reach the penis with both force and volume. When blood pressure is too high, the delicate blood vessels sustaining an erection become damaged over time, losing their elasticity and efficiency. To make matters worse, many medications used to treat hypertension can have side effects that diminish libido and weaken erectile response, creating an additional barrier to natural arousal. Cholesterol levels also play a silent but significant role. When excess cholesterol leads to the buildup of fatty plaques in the arteries, circulation is further restricted. Since a firm erection requires a rapid and substantial increase in blood flow, any blockage along the way can disrupt this process. In fact, erectile dysfunction can serve as an early warning sign of cardiovascular disease, as the same vascular issues affecting sexual performance could indicate an increased risk of heart complications. Beyond the physical factors, silence can be one of the greatest enemies of a man's sexual health. Many men, upon noticing difficulties with erection, instinctively withdraw rather than address the issue. Fear of seeming less virile, disappointing their partner, or confronting personal insecurities leads them to avoid intimacy altogether. They make excuses, push physical connection aside, and retreat emotionally, leaving their partner confused, hurt, and questioning their own desirability. Without communication, the growing emotional distance fuels further misunderstanding. The partner, unsure of what's happening, may interpret this withdrawal as a lack of attraction or even rejection. Meanwhile, the man, now burdened with anxiety and performance pressure, only finds it harder to succeed when intimacy does occur. This creates a cycle of mutual frustration and emotional isolation, where both partners suffer in silence, unsure of how to bridge the gap. Yet, breaking this cycle is possible. Open, honest conversation can provide immediate relief, lifting the weight of guilt and allowing couples to find solutions together. Many women, when given the chance to understand their partner's struggles, respond with empathy and support. This reassurance not only reduces psychological pressure, but also strengthens the foundation of trust, restoring a sense of partnership rather than performance. Affection, communication, and emotional closeness are often the first steps in reigniting intimacy. Fortunately, medical science has made significant advancements, offering multiple solutions for men seeking to regain erection firmness without suffering in silence. Medications such as sildenafil Viagra, tadalafil Cialis, and vardenafil Levitra have become widely used as they enhance blood flow to the penis, making it easier to achieve an erection. However, these medications are not magic pills. They do not create desire, but rather improve the body's natural response to stimulation. Proper prescription and usage are essential for optimal results. For those who prefer to avoid medication, or have not achieved the desired outcome with it, other treatment options exist. Testosterone replacement therapy may be recommended for men with clinically low hormone levels, helping to restore energy, libido, and overall well-being. Lifestyle changes such as exercise, a balanced diet, and stress reduction can also have a profound impact on erectile function. Ultimately, addressing erectile dysfunction is not just about treating a physical condition. It's about reclaiming confidence, strengthening relationships, and recognizing that vulnerability is not a weakness, but an opportunity for deeper connection. In addition to medical treatments, various natural remedies and lifestyle changes have shown promising results in supporting sexual health. Certain herbs and supplements, such as maca root, Tribulus terrestris, and ginseng, have been studied for their potential benefits in enhancing circulation and boosting libido. These natural compounds work by promoting blood flow, balancing hormones, and improving overall energy levels, which are crucial for sustaining a healthy, intimate life. Diet also plays a fundamental role in erectile function. Foods rich in nitric oxide, such as beets and watermelon, help relax blood vessels, thereby improving circulation to the penis. Small yet consistent dietary changes can yield remarkable results, especially when combined with other strategies like exercise and stress management. For those who prefer non-pharmaceutical solutions, innovative treatments like low-intensity shockwave therapy offer an alternative approach. This method uses sound waves to stimulate the formation of new blood vessels in the penile tissue, naturally improving circulation. The procedure is simple, performed in quick sessions, and has minimal side effects, making it an appealing option for individuals seeking to restore erectile function without medication. Another effective natural approach involves strengthening the pelvic floor muscles, which play a crucial role in erection control and ejaculation. Like any other muscle group, these muscles weaken over time, but targeted exercises, such as Kegel exercises, can significantly enhance erectile performance, helping men maintain firmer and longer-lasting erections. Acupuncture is also being explored as a complementary treatment for erectile dysfunction. Some specialists believe that stimulating specific pressure points on the body can enhance blood flow, reduce stress, and improve overall sexual response. Additionally, relaxation techniques such as deep breathing, meditation, and mindfulness can help lower anxiety, which is a key psychological barrier to sexual performance. Beyond these targeted therapies, overall lifestyle habits have a profound impact on sexual health. The body functions as a reflection of daily choices, and years of inactivity, poor nutrition, and inadequate sleep can take a serious toll on circulation and hormone levels. Regular physical activity, particularly aerobic exercises like walking and running, strengthens the cardiovascular system, ensuring that blood reaches the penis efficiently. Resistance training, such as weightlifting, further enhances sexual function by boosting testosterone production, an essential hormone for libido and overall vitality. By making small but consistent improvements to diet, exercise, and stress management, men can take a proactive approach to maintaining not only their sexual health, but also their overall well-being. Sexual performance is not just about the moment. It's about long-term self-care, balance, and a lifestyle that supports both the body and mind. Diet plays a crucial role in maintaining sexual health and performance. Excess sugar and unhealthy fats contribute to chronic inflammation, damaging blood vessels and impairing vascular function, two key factors necessary for firm and lasting erections. On the other hand, consuming foods rich in nitric oxide, such as beetroot, leafy greens, and citrus fruits, helps dilate blood vessels, enhancing circulation and optimizing erectile response. A well-balanced diet that includes high-quality proteins, healthy fats, and essential vitamins like D and B12 also supports hormone production and overall sexual vitality. Omega-3 fatty acids found in fish, nuts, and seeds improve cardiovascular health, ensuring proper blood flow to all areas of the body, including the reproductive organs. In addition to nutrition, quality sleep has a more profound impact on sexual function than many realize. During deep sleep, the body regulates essential hormones like testosterone, which plays a key role in libido and erectile strength. Chronic sleep deprivation leads to increased stress, reduced testosterone levels, and poor blood circulation control, factors that can severely impact sexual performance. By making small but effective adjustments in daily routines, such as prioritizing a nutrient-rich diet, engaging in regular physical activity, and ensuring adequate rest. Men can significantly enhance their sexual function without resorting to more invasive treatments. A holistic approach that nurtures the body and mind is the foundation of long-term sexual health and confidence. A few months ago, Carlos walked into my office, visibly uneasy. His hands fidgeted, his eyes darted away, and when he finally spoke, his voice was barely above a whisper, almost as if he wanted to hide his words from himself. "Doctor, I never imagined I'd have to talk about this." Like many men, Carlos had spent a long time convincing himself that nothing was wrong. It wasn't until he saw the impact on his marriage that he finally sought help. For years, he had enjoyed a healthy, fulfilling relationship with his wife. Intimacy came naturally, effortlessly. But over time, something changed. His erections weren't as strong as before. At first, he dismissed it, blaming stress, fatigue, or just a bad day. But when it kept happening, doubt crept in. Instead of facing the issue, he withdrew. He made excuses, avoided intimacy, and put distance between himself and his wife. She noticed, of course. She tried to talk about it, but Carlos always steered the conversation away. The silence between them grew, and intimacy became an unspoken source of tension. The small affectionate gestures that once defined their relationship started to fade. Conversations felt colder. Even laughter was replaced by awkwardness and uncertainty. His wife, not understanding the real reason for his distance, started to question whether he had lost interest in her. Carlos, on the other hand, was drowning in shame and fear, afraid to admit the problem, afraid to fail again. And that fear became his biggest obstacle. The more he avoided intimacy, the more anxious he became, creating a cycle that felt impossible to break. But one day, after months of silence, Carlos finally found the courage to open up to his wife. For the first time, he shared his fears, his insecurities, his struggles. And instead of rejection, he was met with understanding and support. Together, they decided to seek solutions. With the right guidance, lifestyle adjustments, and effective treatments, Carlos not only regained his confidence, but also rebuilt the emotional connection with his wife. Their relationship became stronger than ever. Not just because the physical issue was resolved, but because they had faced it together. Erectile dysfunction can feel like an impossible challenge, but as Carlos's story shows, there are real solutions, ones that go beyond medication. From improving circulation and hormone balance to managing stress and emotional health, small changes can transform not just your sex life, but your entire relationship. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these strategies do you think could make the biggest difference in your life? Drop a comment below. I'm always here to discuss and help. And if this video gave you valuable insights, give it a like. It helps more men access this information and find real solutions. We've already covered many natural methods and techniques to improve sexual health, so check out the recommended videos for even more guidance. If you haven't subscribed yet, now is the perfect time. Stay updated with new content on men's health and well-being, and I'll see you in the next video.